Hey, welcome back. Today is a special lesson. It's number 18. You know what that means, don't you? Well, I'm not exactly sure what it means. It probably means something. But anyway, I'm sure it's pretty special. Yeah, number 18. All right, average. Let's define average. The only way to define average, or the best way maybe, is just to take everything, all the examples that you're given, add them all together, and then divide by the number of things that you're given. Like if it's 7 and 8 and 12 and 43 and 9 and 6. Let's say those are the number of children in 6 homeschool families. All right, what's the average? You would just add them all together and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's your average. You could maybe, if you had a decimal or something like that, if it carried over, you could put, whatever point to be your average. You could round it maybe to just one decimal point. Okay, let's do an example. In 5 classrooms, there were 14 students, 23 students, 17 students, 31 students, and 15 students. What was the average number of students in each classroom? Well, let's just add it together. We can do this in our heads probably. 14 plus 23 is 37. 37 plus 17, well, 7 plus 7 is 14, so that's 54, right? Okay, so 54 plus 31 is 85. 15 plus 85 is 100, right? Well, we can go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different, sets of kids or whatever, and then there we go, into 100. You probably already know the answer is 20. So that's the average. In other words, that's the same thing as saying, if teachers wanted to, they're all the same subject and all the same hour or whatever, they could take the 5 groups of kids and group them into 5 groups of 20 or something if they wanted to, and have an equal number of kids in case they were playing some game that they all had to have the same number of kids in the game or the class or whatever. So another one was the average of 12, 35, and 7. Well, pause it. You go ahead, figure it out. Pause it. Okay, well, let's see. 12 plus 35 is 47. 47 plus 7 is 54. 3 into 54, well, 3 into 5 is 1. There's going to be 2 left over. 3 into 24 is 8. The average is 18. In other words, this is the same as if there were 18, 18, and 18. That's the average. All right. What number is halfway between 53 and 109? Now, you might think, what? I thought this was average. Halfway between. Well, halfway between is about almost like the same thing as saying, what's the average of 53 and 109, right? So in other words, here's 53 on some number line, and over here is 109, and somewhere right in between, what is that number? Well, that'd be the same thing if we just did this number, here twice, and that'd be it. So let's just take 109 plus 53. That's going to be 162. If you divide that by 2, that's a piece of cake. 2 into 16 is 8. 2 into 2 is 1. There's your average, 81. Got it. Okay. All right. Let's look at line graphs. A line graph is a graph basically with just points that are connected by a line segment. And remember, a line segment has 2 points and it has an end and a beginning, right? So in line graphs, we'll look at it in a second, but they just kind of show companies somehow, it's like a visual. Don't forget, if you're a visual learner, you'll like line graphs. Nasal learners, you'll have to pause it, lean forward, and sniff the graph to make sure you get the maximum out of this. Okay. All right, so here's a line graph, right? This is Margie's height. A lot of times in line graphs or graphs, they'll have a title. What is this thing all about, right? They'll have one axis that says, this is one bit of information that we're going to go from left to right. Then they'll have something else that says, okay, this is another bit of information. We'll measure that going up and down, all right? So let's pick apart this thing. Let's just analyze this. Well, Margie is 8 years old, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and so on. Her height will be, that's how many inches she is. Now, notice the between numbers, 44, 48, 52, 56, these are not ones. They're 4 in between. So each one of these points from here to here is 4 inches. So about right here would be 2 inches, about there would be 3, and so on. So how tall was she when she was 8 years old? Well, she was 48 inches high, which is 4 feet high. When she was 9, up there, and right there, that's like, 50 inches, I'd say, right in the middle? So she grew 2 inches that year. Now we go to age 10. There we go. She's grown 2 more inches. She's 52. Let's go to age 11. Good grief, that was a big jump. She went from 52 to, what do you think that is right there? What's this right here? How tall is that? What would you say? Like 57? I think I would say 57, right? So she went from 52 to 57 in 1 year, all right? So she's 57 here. She's 12 years old, whoop, up there to 5 feet tall, right? So there she is. 13, she goes to, what would you say that is? 13, age 13 right here. 62? Okay. And then looks like she didn't really go a whole lot, maybe 63 at age 14. She's 5'3". Yeah, okay. So the question is, during which year did Margie grow the most? Well, you can look at this and go, wait a minute, from here to there, that's the biggest jump. Okay. During which year, from age 10 to age 11, that's when she grew the most inches. And there we go. Okay, that's your line graph. All right. Let's take a look at the practice sets. And the practice set is on page 91. And there are all the way through H, so pause it and try A. Okay, A would be 35. All right, that's the average. Okay, go pause it and try B. Okay, average would be 77. Pause it and try C. Okay, C, don't forget, all you're doing, halfway between 28 and 82, really what's going on is, you know, if you were to draw this in a line graph, you know to go, oh, this is 28 and that's 82. You could go right here. And what you could do is you could say, well, how far is it from 28 to 82? You go, well, that's 54 away. Okay, so 54, half that would be 27, right? So I would just add 27 to 28, I'd get 55. Oh, let me check this out. I would take 82, and what would you do to 27 with 82? You would subtract it, right? So 82 minus 27 should give you the same thing as 28 plus 27, which you don't have to do any of that stuff. You just need to go 28 plus 82 is 110 divided by 2, 55. There you go. All right, pause it and try D. Same deal, 94. Pause it and try E. How many inches did Margie grow from her 8th to her 12th birthday? She grew 9 inches. Okay. All right. All right. Pause it and try G. During which year did Margie grow the least? Okay. When she was 12. Okay. Pause it and try H. Last one. Give it a whirl. The answer to H is... No, wait, G, we had that. 13, my bad. Okay. The least was 13. Okay, if I mess that up, sorry. Let's try H. All right, H says, based on the info in the graph, would you predict that Margie will grow to be 68 inches tall? And the definitive answer is no. She will shrink to the size of a turnip. A small turnip. She'll be a very small turnip. No, yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I would predict probably no, because she kind of quit growing at such a rapid speed, you know, unless she takes a lot of, you know, vitamins and douses herself with peppermint oil and that kind of stuff. Okay, anyway, have a great day. See you next time. Take it easy. Remember, 18 is a special lesson.